for being on Story Mode.
No problem.
So tell us how this show came to be. Like, where did the idea for R Being the Chief come from?
Well, I guess one of the original sources of inspiration was my dad, a long time ago when I was really young, had made this video with toys starring the main guy from Dragonheart, Michael Jordan from Space Jam, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park. And they were all situated on the planet Mars. And from that, I kind of learned that it was possible to get a decent amount of entertainment value with like little to no resources.
How long does it from gestation of writing a script? Do you write a whole script and then shoot the episode?
Oh yeah, a large portion of the production time goes to the script now. It used to be like I would only spend maybe 1 or 2 days on the script, but I've come to learn over the years that it really all is in the script, so I have to dedicate at least 3 or 4 days to it.
Huh.
And then once I feel that I have a solid enough script, then I'll go ahead with the filming and editing and all that stuff.
Does it take long to shoot it and edit it?
Definitely not as long as the writing. That takes the most amount of time by far, because like getting that first draft done is hard enough, but then you got to kind of put it away and then come back to it with fresh eyes and look at all the errors that are there and fix it, because writing is rewriting. I mean, getting the first draft is just the first step. Like, all first drafts are crap. So
now we put out kind of a look for questions, so we asked people on our Facebook page to throw out some questions, and we had more than one person asking about Deus Ex Machina, which was one of your other shows that was really popular and more intense and more dramatic. Both Jonathan Landon and Matthew all were asking about this show, if you were ever going to make any more of it, or if not, how did you see that story ending?
How did I see that story ending? It's I've actually forgotten the bulk of the main storyline. It's been so long now, but yeah, I kind of wrote myself into a dead end with it, to be honest, because like I wrote it into this enormous scenario that would have taken a lot of work to finish, because there was this like big war between humans and the Covenant or whatever. I mean, looking back on it, I'm not really a huge fan of the story. I mean, I was a pretty poor writer, I think, in comparison to what I've learned now. And going back to it and, you know, finishing it feels like taking a couple steps back, and I don't know, I've just kind of lost interest, to be honest. But I think it had a really cinematic appeal that people really liked about it.
Yeah.
Even though the writing wasn't that good. I mean, you could go to a dairy farm and probably find less cheese than you would in the Deus Ex Machina series overall.
So it sounds like you've kind of moved on as an artist and as a filmmaker from it.
Yeah, I'm getting better all the time, I think. Slowly, but definitely getting better with each new episode, new season. I'm really trying to up my game this time and make this new 5th season of R Being the Chief really story driven, so like the first and last episodes will tie together in a really big way, and which requires a lot more planning, like ridiculous amounts. Like I've been playing with this idea of the Wedding Crash for months now. That's excluding all the on paper work and just like tinkering with the idea in my head, and then, you know, starting to flesh it out into a plot synopsis, and then an actual script.
Well, you were kind of one of the early pioneers of machinima and a cinematic kind of art form, this kind of new thing that was happening on YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't blush. I mean, it's true. I mean, what do you see for machinima in the future? The art form itself, where do you think it's going?
I view it as a really great way to develop skills. I think you can really learn how to capture action on screen, and you can carry that knowledge over to live action whenever I do make that jump. I hope to do it one day, but But yeah, it helps you develop your storytelling skills. But on the other hand, film is supposed to be fundamentally a story told in pictures. It's supposed to be a visual medium, and it's supposed to be about behavior. And it's kind of an issue expressing behavior in machinima, because really the only tools you have at your disposal is like slight head bobbing and stuff and pauses between dialogue. So you've got to push a lot of that behavior through dialogue, and by doing that you run the risk of your material becoming a little too expository, because you're supposed to, you're supposed to see how characters behave. You're supposed to show it, not tell it.
Right.
That's the fundamental rule, I think.
Well said. John, thanks a lot for being on Story Mode, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, cheers.